Hello friends, welcome back to Shakuntlam classes, your own channel for B.Ed studies. As today was your English exam and I hope you all have given your best. Before starting with the question paper, if you haven't liked or shared or subscribed to Shakuntlam classes, please like, share and subscribe and share as much as possible as Shakuntlam classes is dedicated for educational videos. So starting with question number 1. Characteristics of English language is option A. English has its own scripts. Option B. English has its own grammar. Option C. English helps man to live in the society. And option D is English possesses all the above aspects. So the right answer is option number D. Moving on to question number 2. Language is a option A. Gesture. Option B. Feeling. Option C is speech and option D is sound. So the right answer is option number C. Language is a speech. Question number 3 is the general principle of interest for English teaching is said to be option A. Attention that is latent. Option B. Interest in action. Option C. Contingent on motivation. And option D is none of the above. So your right answer is option number A. Attention that is latent. Question number 4 is what is the name of the inventor of new method of teaching English? Options are option A. Thomson, option B. Watt, option C. Dr. M.P. West and option D is Ribon. So the right answer is option number C. Dr. Michael Philip West. Moving on to the next one. What is the merit of structural approach for teaching English? So be careful, it is written merit. So option A is the approach gives ample opportunity to students to give expression to their ideas and feelings. Option B, this approach is rarely successful in overcrowded classes. Option C is this approach demands too much material aids in order to create real life situation. Option D is this approach is difficult to apply to every sphere of teaching and learning. So option number A will be your right answer. Moving on to the next one, teaching method is the study of dash that a teacher adopts in the classroom teaching learning situation. So the options are option A principle, option B norms, option C techniques and option D is pointers. So there is a doubt in this question. So option number A or option number D, option number C can be your answer. Okay. Moving on to the next one, pronunciation drills are excellent means of forming correct speech. Option A sound, option B intonation, option C habit and option D is skill. So right answer is option number C. Pronunciation drills are excellent means of forming correct speech habits. Question number 8 is intensive reading lays stress on mastery of option A words, option B grammar, option C language and option D is uses. So here if you go for option number A or option number C, both are correct as we all know that intensive reading is careful reading or detailed study. So while going by a detailed study, the stress will always be on the words and language. So it completely depends on what the examiner is going to consider, but both the options can be your right answer. Moving on to question number 9. What is the limitation of loud reading? Option A, student develops the skill of speech and giving lecture. Option B, the mistake related to pronunciation can be corrected. Option C, only a few students are benefited by loud reading. And option D is students train sensory organs, eyes, ears and mouth. So your right answer is option number C. It has asked about the limitation of loud reading. Moving on to the next one, question number 10 is writing fixes the speech of reading dash in a child's mind. Option A patterns, option B sound, option C graphics and option D alphabets. So the right answer is option number A patterns. Question number 11 is which is not the general aim of teaching English prose? Options are option A, to enable the pupils active and passive vocabulary. Option B, to develop the aesthetic sense. Option C, to develop their imaginative power. And option D is to prepare them for world citizenship. So here your answer will be option number B, to develop their aesthetic sense, which relates to beauty, and beauty is admired in poetry. Moving on to the next one, the purpose of exposition and explanation during English prose is. Options are option A, to clear the meaning of difficult word, phrases and idioms. Option B is to make the comprehension of passage easy. Option C, both A and B, and option D is none of the above. So your right answer is option number C. Question number 13 is, poetry increases the child's dash to beauty. Options are option A, interest, option B, behavior, option C, awareness, and option D is sensitiveness. Poetry increases the child's sensitiveness to beauty. Question number 14 is, translation is considered a useful dash in teaching of English as a second language. Option A, method, option B, technique, option C, tool, and option D, way. So your right answer is option number C, tool. Moving on to the next one, while teaching of vocabulary, there need not to be emphasis on correct pronunciation. Option A, this statement is true. Option B, this statement is false. Option C, both A and B, and option D is none of the above. So the right answer is option number B. Next one is, a textbook can be defined as. Option A, compilation of printed sheets of paper bound in cover. Option B, a specially writing book containing knowledge. Option C, a compendium of information to be passed on to the pupils, and option D is all of the above. So again, option D can be also your right answer, but if you go with option A, there is a more possibility that this can be your right answer. 17th question is, a textbook should be revised from time to time. Option A, this statement is true. Option B, false. Option C, both A and B, and option D, none of the above. A presence of mind question is this. So option number A will be the right answer. Question number 18 is, in school of rural India, English language is taught as. Option A, first language, option B, second language, option C, third language, and option D is fourth language. And as per Kothari Commission, English language is taught as option number B, second language. Moving on to question number 19. Teaching English prose includes option A, stories, option B, essay biography, option C, novel drama, and option D is all of the above, and your right answer is option number D. Question number 20 is, lesson plan means the detailed description which a teacher completes in a option A, definite period, option B, indefinite period, option C, full day, and option D is none of the above. So you all know that a lesson plan is prepared as per the class and a definite time period is given. So option number A will be the right answer. Moving on to question number 21. Audio visual aids in teaching English reduce. Option A, time, option B, interest, option C, effort, and option D, verbalism. So your right answer is option number D, verbalism. Question number 22 is, what is the demerit of audio-visual aids? Option A, it creates interest of learning in the students. Option B, it reduces the burden of the teacher. Option C, some aids are costly and cannot be approved. And option D is, aids make learning English easy. So we have to be careful. It has asked about the demerit. So option number C will be the right answer. Moving on to question number 23. Evaluation is a process of option A, creating the quality value of outcomes. Option B, determining the extent of the achievement of the objective. Option C, comparing the outcomes of instruction, and option D is all of the above, and your right answer is option number D. Question number 24 is conventional evaluation stands in contrast to the recently propounded dash least evaluation. Option A teacher, option B pupil, option C competency, option D objective. So option number C is your right answer. Question number 25 is unit test is an expression of dash evaluation. Option A normative, option B effective, option C formative, and option D is conative. So the right answer is option number C, formative. Question number 26 is examinations are more dash than the test. Option A reliable, option B valid, option C usable, and option D is exhaustive. So your right answer is option number D. Question number 27 is what is the characteristics of micro teaching? Option A, it is relatively a novel innovation in teaching. Option B, the teacher gets sufficient feedback. Option C, the feedback is quick. Option D, all of the above, and your right answer is option number D. Moving on to question number 28, what is not the component of the skill of introducing lesson? Option A, linking statement and questions. Option B, relating statement and question with the lesson. Option C, evaluating or testing question, and option D is effective presentation of introduction. So right answer is option number C. Moving on to question number 29, what is the characteristics of a good lesson plan? Option A, lesson planning should be in written form. Option B, lesson plan should be related to suitable teaching method and its use. Option C, primary or basic questions should invariably be included in the lesson plan, and option D is all of the above, and your right answer is option number D. Question number 30 is who developed taxonomy of educational objective? Option A, B.S. Bloom, option B, Tyler, option C, Thorndike, and option D is Wordsworth. So the right answer is option number A, B.S. Bloom. Question number 31 is what type of process is measurement? Option A, qualitative, option B, quantitative, option C, both A and B, and option D is none of the above, and your right answer is option number C. Question number 32 is what is the time duration in the Indian model developed by NCERT for planning of micro teaching? So it has asked the duration of the whole micro teaching process, including 6 steps. So options are option A 45 minutes, option B 36 minutes, option C 50 minutes, and option D is none of the above, and your right answer is option number B. Number 33 is the teacher gives home assignment to the students in every school. The aims of giving assignment are to test whether the students have understood what they have been taught or not. Option B, revision of thought things. Option C, both A and B, and option D is none of the above. So the right answer is option number C, both A and B. Question number 34 is the skill of questioning requires option A, introductory or preliminary question, option B, recapitulatory question, option C, evaluating or testing question, and option D is all of the above, and your right answer is option number D. Question number 35 is the skill of reinforcement may be classified as option A, positive, option B, negative, option C, both A and B, and option D is none of the above, and your right answer is option number C. Question number 36 is what is the problem of teaching English in India? Option A, neglecting the aims of teaching English. Option B, no proper place of English in school curriculum. Option C, lack of uniform policy, and option D is all of the above, and your right answer is option number D. Question number 37 is which of the following is not a method of learning spelling? So there were total 6 methods of learning spelling. So the options are option A, incidental method, option B, accidental method, option C, transition method, and option D is dictation method. So there is a doubt. It can be either B or C. Moving on to question number 38, which method of teaching English is not teacher controlled instruction? Option A, lecture, option B, group discussion, option C, demonstration, and option D is chalk and talk method. So your right answer is option number B, And chalk and talk method is also known as the lecture method. Moving on to question number 39, which one is not considered as of teaching? Option A, memory level. Option B, understanding level. Option C, reflective level. And option D is initiation level, and your right answer is option number D. Moving on to question number 40, which one is not the purpose of exposition and explanation? Options are to clear the meaning of tough words, phrases and idioms. Option B, to make the comprehension of passage easy. Option C, to make the tough content easy for student to understand easily. And option D is enable student to sit and stand in proper posture. So option number D will be the right answer. Question number 41 is, what is not the main characteristic of prose? Option A, words in their best descriptive order. Option B, important aspect of literature. Option C, used to develop cognitive and language skill. And option D is a piece of beauty, beauty of language and beauty of thought. And option number D will be the right answer. Moving on to the next one, question number 42, which one is not the part of affective domain? Option A, receiving. Option B, responding. Option C, valuing. And option D is synthesis. And option D is your right answer. Question number 43 is, which is not the characteristic of aim of education? Option A, very broad. Option B, takes less duration to achieve. Option C is social philosophy is the sources. And option D is they include teaching objective. And your right answer is option number B. Moving on to question number 44, pedagogical knowledge will include option A, knowledge of content, option B, knowledge of teaching method, option C, both A and B, and option D is none of those. So your right answer is option number C, both A and B. Question number 45 is, which one cannot be the quality of good teaching and learning process in the classroom? Option A, managing classroom activity. Option B, dynamism in teaching. Option C, warmth and acceptance in teaching. Option D, maintaining teachers' personality. So option number D is your right answer. Question number 46 is, which one is not important competency of effective teaching? Option A, competency of subject matter. Option B, competency of teaching skill. Option C, competency of teaching behavior. And option D is competency of looking good. So the right answer is option number D. Question 47 is, which method of teaching is used for teaching grammar in the classroom? So the answer is option number C, inductive deductive method. The next one is, during English teaching, model reading is done by option A, teacher, option B, student, option C, group of students, and option D is none. So your right answer is model reading is done by the teacher. Question number 49 is, a skill of English language are developed through option A, literature teaching, option B, language teaching, option C, both A and B, and option D is none of the above. So option number C will be the right answer. Question number 50 is, head of the state is a word. Option A, noun, option B, adjective, option C, pronoun, and option D is verb. So very easy. Option number A will be the right answer. Question number 51 is, which is not the part of cognitive objective of English literature? Option B, to provide awareness regarding history. Question number 52 is, which type of objective will be fulfilled if the learner is able to speak English correctly? Option A, cognitive, option B, psychomotor, option C, connotative, and option D is none of these. So the right answer is option number A. Question number 53 is, principle of English language teaching are option A, principle of naturality, option B, principle of motivation and interest, option C, principle of practice and learning by doing, and option D is all of above, and your right answer is option number D. Question number 54 is, which commission considered English as a library language? Option A, Kothari Commission, option B, Mudaliar Commission, option C, Radhakrishnan Commission, and option D is none of these, and your right answer is option number A. Question number 55 is, at which level of education only one language mother tongue or regional language is preferred as medium of instruction? Option A, at lower primary level. Option B, at primary level. Option C, at lower secondary level. And option D is at secondary level. So the right answer is option number A, at lower primary level. Question number 56 is, who stated that one way wonder if there is any set of social habits that is more disrupting than language habits? So again there is a doubt in this one. Option number A and option number B can be the right answer. Moving on to question number 57, which one can not justify the importance of language? Option A, necessary for socialization. Option B, medium for expressive view, thoughts and feelings. Option C, for national and social integrity. And option D is for physical and mental growth. And option D is the right answer. Moving on to question number 58, who defines that language is a means of social control? Option A, Plato. Option B, Ellen. Option C, Bloch. And option D is Sweet. So your right answer is option number B, Ellen. Question number 59 is, which one is not the skill of English language? Option A, listening. Option B, speaking. Option C, dictating. And option D is writing. And option number C will be the right answer. Moving on to question number 60, language is a powerful tool for. Option A, socialization and education. Option B, culturalization. Option C, civilization. And option D is all of the above. And your right answer is option number D. So with this we have completed 60 questions which you all have to do. Moving on to the next one, question number 61, which is not considered correct about language? Option A, it is verbal communication. Option B, it is uniquely human. Option C, language comes by birth. And option D is language is a medium of communication of ideas. So option number C will be the right answer. Moving on to question number 62, which is not correct about the nature of language? Option R, it is a complex whole. Option B, it has clearly a kind of control. Option C, it is essentially speech evolved process of thinking. Option D, it cannot be modified. So there is a confusion between option number B and option number D. Moving on to question number 63, language is a science of. Option A, knowledge of alphabets, words and sentences. Option B, phonetics, grammar and vocabulary. Option C, grammatic, relationship between words. And option D is all of the above. So again, option number B and option number D both can be considered as the correct answer. So it completely depends on the examiner. Moving on to the next one. Question number 64 is, who defines poetry as the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings? So the answer is option A, Wordsworth. Question number 65 is which one is not correct about poetry? Option A, poetry is the words in rhythmical order. Option B, poetry is a simple, sensuous and passionate expression. Option C, poetry educates the feeling and emotions. And option D is poetry is the words in descriptive order. So poetry is words in their best order. Prose is the words in descriptive manner. So here option number D will be the right answer. Moving on to the next one. Question number 66. Which one is not the general objective of teaching of composition writing? Options are option A, to develop the ability and skill to write English correctly. Option B, to develop interest in English language. Option C, to enable students to comprehend English properly. And option D is to prepare them for good citizenship. So your right answer is, and your right answer is option number D. Question number 67 is, who gave the 3-language formula to solve language problem in India? Option A, Radhakrishnan Commission. Option B, Mudaliar Commission. Option C, Kothari Commission. And option D is New Education Policy. And your answer will be option number C. Question 68 is, which instructional activity will be performed by a teacher after entering the classroom? Option A, writing instructional objective. Option B, introduction of a lesson plan. Option C, illustration with example, and option D is explaining. So option number A will be the right answer. Moving on to question number 69. When a teacher involves encouraging pupil response using verbal pause, verbal praise, accepting their responses for non-verbal causes like smile comes under which skill? Options are: option A, recognition and attention behavior. Option B, skill of reinforcement. Option B, probing question. And option D is skill of seeking student participation. And your answer will be option number A. Moving on to question number 70, which is the most effective teaching method for teaching English grammar in English? Option A, traditional. Option B, informal. Option C, correlational. And option D is inductive deductive. So option number D will be the right answer. Question number 71 is, which article of Constitution of India provides the power to the states to determine the official language of government as Hindi as or other language? So there is a problem with this question, because there should be article number 343 which is not mentioned, so I am not sure about this answer. Moving on to question number 72. According to you, which one is correct about scope of English in India? Option A, English as a secure language. Option B, English as a link language. Option C, English as a library language. And English as most popular parts of language in India. So it is asking about the correct one. So option number B will be the right answer. Moving on to question number 73, which can be considered as of English in India? Option A, official language of administration. Option B, as language of international trade and industry. Option B, as window to the modern world. And option D is most popular language in the parts of India. So option number D will be the right answer. Question number 74 is, the general objective of teaching prose in English is? Option number D, all of the above. Question number 75 is, which one is not the merit of translation cum grammar method of teaching English? Option A, it is economical because it saves time. Option B, it neglects silent reading, model reading and rapid reading. Option C, it enhances students' vocabulary. And option D is method develops the art of translation in students. So it is asking which is not the merit. So option number B will be the right answer. Question number 76 is, bilingual method of teaching is less costly. Option number B, less costly than direct method of teaching. Question number 77 is, which among the following is not the basis in the development of language? So option number C will be the right answer. Moving on to question number 78, which among the following is not related with language skills? So option number D will be the right answer. Question number 79 is, what is the natural and psychological order while learning the language? So option number A, LSRW will be the right sequence. Moving on to question number 80 and the last question of this session. Skill of writing does not mean? Option number C, modification of sound into writing scripts. So these were the 80 questions, and I hope you all have done your best in your papers. So there is a difficulty in some of the questions as options are quite confusing, and it completely depends on your examiner on what they are going to consider the correct answer. So with this, I would like to end today's session. I hope this session was helpful for you, and if it is, please like, share and subscribe to Shakuntlam classes, and thanks for watching. Happy Navratri to all of you. May God Durga bless you all and bestow her blessing upon to you. Thank you.